Right now, something incredible is happening inside your skull. Billions of neurons are firing, creating you, your thoughts, your feelings, your entire inner world. But here's the crazy part. Nobody knows how. Until three scientists at MIT built a device that can reach into your brain and actually touch your consciousness. No surgery, no pain, just sound waves. And what they're discovering is blowing their minds. Let me ask you something simple. Why do you feel things? I don't mean touch, I mean experience. Why does eating chocolate feel like anything at all? Why isn't your brain just processing sweet cocoa melting without you actually experiencing the taste? Scientists can see your brain activity. They can watch neurons fire. But they can't see your experience, that private inner world that only you know. It's like watching a house from outside. You see the lights turn on when someone. For centuries, consciousness has been a locked room. We could peek through the windows, watch the shadows moving, but we could never get inside. Until these scientists found the key. And the key is sound. Here's what they built. A device that shoots focused ultrasound waves through your skull, completely harmless, completely painless, and targets a spot in your brain the size of a grain of rice. Think of the difference between a flashlight and a laser pointer. A flashlight sprays light everywhere. A laser hits one exact spot. This is a laser pointer for your brain. And when those sound waves hit their target, something amazing happens. The neurons in that tiny region activate, and suddenly you experience something. Imagine you're sitting in their lab. The device hums, you feel nothing. But then, you see a flash of light. Except your eyes are closed. There's no light in the room. The researchers just turned on the vision part of your brain directly. They can do this with different parts. Target your auditory cortex. You hear a tone that doesn't exist. Your motor cortex, your finger twitches. Your emotional centers, you feel a sudden wave of calm or excitement. See, before this, scientists had a problem. They could watch which parts of your brain lit up when you saw something. But watching isn't the same as understanding. Does that brain region cause you to see? Or is it just processing information? Is it essential for consciousness, or just along for the ride? Now they can test it. Activate this region. Do you see something? Yes? Then that region creates visual consciousness. No? Then it's doing something else. For the first time ever, they're building a real map of consciousness. Not guesses, not correlations, actual cause and effect. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Scientists have been arguing for years about where consciousness actually comes from. Team 1 says, it's all in your frontal lobes, the thinking part of your brain. You need complex processing, self-reflection, integration of information. That's what creates consciousness. Team 2 says, no way. Even simple sensory regions and deep brain structures can create conscious experience. You don't need fancy thinking to feel pain or see red. They've been debating this forever. Papers, conferences, academic arguments, but nobody could prove anything. Until now. Because now you can actually test it. Stimulate the higher thinking regions. What happens? Stimulate the basic sensory areas. What do you experience? The experiments are just beginning, but they're already planning studies that will answer questions we've been asking for thousands of years. And think about what this means. If we understand which brain regions create consciousness, we could help people in comas, detect if they're conscious when they can't respond. Perfect anesthesia, ensure people are truly unconscious during surgery. Treat disorders of consciousness we don't even fully understand yet. Maybe even answer the deepest question: what makes something conscious at all? The MIT team is starting simple: vision, touch, basic sensations. But imagine where this goes. Could they stimulate the part of your brain that creates the feeling of joy, of nostalgia, of love? Could they find the exact region where your sense of self lives, that feeling of being you, separate from the world? Could they discover that consciousness isn't in one place at all, but in how different regions talk to each other? We're watching one of the greatest mysteries in science start to crack open. The gap between physical brain and conscious experience, the thing philosophers called the hard problem, is finally becoming a testable, solvable question. All because of sound waves, focused, precise, gentle, knocking on the door of consciousness and finally getting an answer. So the next time you close your eyes and open them again, think about it. Somewhere in that 3-pound universe inside your skull, there's a place where electricity becomes experience, where neurons become you.
We don't have all the answers yet.
We might never fully solve the mystery. But for the first time in human history, we're not just watching consciousness from the outside. We're touching it, mapping it, understanding it. Drop your answer in the comments. And if your mind is blown like mine, hit that subscribe button, because this story is just beginning. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.